forgot about Discord. Okay. Wait.
Test.
Okay. So what happened and why I haven't been streaming for the past couple of days? My headphones broke. Yeah, I've been using my in-ear earplugs and I fucking hate it. So that's why I really just didn't want to stream with wearing those things. So right now I currently have new headphones and everything. They just got here today and that's cool. Anyway, the Precinct just released today, apparently. If your friends have already got it. But yeah, we'll be playing that soon. In the meantime, though, I did want to check this out. Now, I'm assuming that it's the same video as Kamikut's one. We'll go Kamikut, just in case.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the second Bellum devlog, Dialing in the Details. Today, we'll be talking about our first game mode, Occupation, as well as sharing the progress our studio has made with some new systems and art. As always, with these devlogs, please keep in mind that much of what is shown is work in progress and subject to change. Let's kick it off and dive into how our main game mode, Occupation, will play. Occupation is designed as an asymmetrical experience, where conventional forces are seeking to solidify their control over an area, and irregular fighters are aiming to deny and disrupt that occupation. When a round begins, teams will start on opposite sides of the playable area, and a randomized area of operation, also known as the AO, is placed on the map. This AO spans hundreds of meters across, and designates the area where player actions will contribute to their team's win conditions. In order to win a round of Occupation, teams must fulfill one of three victory conditions. Completely attrite the enemy forces by reducing their manpower to 0, control influence by constructing and defending your team's objectives or by destroying those of your enemy, or push back and displace enough enemy forces out of the AO, denying them a foothold within the zone. As mentioned before, Occupation is an asymmetrical experience, meaning that some factions will have different mechanics than others. Let's share a few of those mechanics now. Irregular factions are considered native guerrilla fighters of the area, and as such are outfitted with lighter, faster equipment and are able to establish within the zone before conventional forces arrive. These forces will construct numerous low-signature hideouts to steadily generate influence while drawing on a larger amount of manpower to maintain pressure over time. By leveraging numbers, mobility, and positioning, irregular factions will aim to outflank, ambush, and draw out conventional forces. This playstyle contrasts with the slower, more methodical methods of conventional armies. As opposed to their irregular counterparts, these armies are equipped with superior but heavier weapons and equipment. These conventional armies can only construct a single high-impact combat outpost, also known as a COP, in order to generate influence and are afforded less manpower than an irregular force. Conventional armies will attempt to establish a dominant position for their COP, supply and defend it from enemy attacks, and launch systematic patrols to seek and destroy irregular hideouts and forces. As we continue to develop Occupation and add more factions, we'll expand the depth of our win conditions and support symmetrical engagements in the future. Next, let's dive into one of my favorite new additions, the M240 and our first crew serve mechanic, belt linking. Crew serve machine guns are powerful weapons built to deliver sustained, lethal firepower on the battlefield, and they rightfully deserve to be distinguished from other weapon systems. Belt linking enables gunners to sustain high-volume fire, minimize reload time, and ensure continuous suppression on a target. While crew-served weapons are most effective when used with coordinated teamwork, they can still be operated solo in a pinch, though with reduced speed and overall effectiveness. As development continues, we plan to implement barrel changing and tripod placement to deepen the functionality of these systems. Now, let's get explosive. Demolition of enemy objectives will be a key task of the Occupation game mode, and as such, we wanted to deliver an authentic explosive experience. Certain roles within Bellum will be equipped with demolition charges, and teams will need to find, clear, and destroy enemy objectives such as hideouts and combat outposts in order to deny the enemy influence. We're excited to share the first iteration of our demolition system, with more types of charges and fuses coming in the future. We've also improved our M67 frag grenade animations and effects, have added in the F1 fragmentation grenade, the RGD5 fragmentation grenade, and I've introduced smoke grenades into the game, including the M18,
Thu
and the
Ariers.
unique RGDM.
Welcome to my channel.
What's up?
Did you check out the music AI maker?
Yeah.
Beyond refreshing and adding grenade animations and
I've only
effects,
done
we've developed a custom
two,
fragmentation system from the ground
but
up.
it's really
In
good.
Vellum, each munition simulates fragmentation individually, calculating both the number of fragments spawned and their trajectory in real time. By simulating realistic fragmentation along with our medical mechanics, our system offers a more authentic grenade balance, producing more punishing wounding results over the typical instant kills of arcade shooters. Our ballistic system has also been completely overhauled with our own proprietary solution, which realistically and performantly models projectile behavior. It accounts for muzzle velocity, temperature, wind, air density, drag, including supersonic speeds, subsonic speeds, and the transition between them in flight, projectile mass and volume, and even acceleration over time for projectiles like rocket and missile motors. We've also worked very hard to model penetration. Our system takes multiple factors into account, including the ballistics of the round, the type of material being hit, that material's thickness, as well as the round's incoming angle. Here you can see the different effects M855A1 has on various surface types. And of course, no next generation ballistic system would be complete without ricochet calculations. This graph compares Bellum's ballistic model for the M855 standard 5.56 round against real-world data and other games. While many games simplify or flatten projectile velocity over distance, Bellum closely matches real-world ballistic curves, reflecting accurate drop-off and aerodynamic behavior. We understand that performance is a key concern with all of these calculations, which is why we've...
That's gonna be very big for a lot of tactical shooter like players and everything. Because there is one thing, you hear it a lot from all of the kind of like people in the space of tactical shooters in real life and everything, is the reason for why you keep off the wall by 6 inches, because bullets bounce. And there's always this weird case with like today and everything. A lot of people see it like this. Like, you're looking down a corridor like this. Now, what a lot of people seem to like get really weird about when it comes to this is that when you're right up against the wall and you're walking down fucking with your gun out and everything, like you're coming down the fucking wall and all that shit. A lot of people think that it's really weird if you're going to shoot, if you're on this side now, they think it's really weird that anyone would shoot down the wall but skim it off the wall that they're kind of like using as cover and everything. But that's not really the case of like what a lot of people are really talking about, of why you stand 6 inches off the wall. It it happens from the opposite angle. Like, technically, yeah, you can get a bounce and a ricochet off of the opposite angle if you're shooting at the opposite wall. But if you're on the wall and everything, well then there's no gap. So the chance that any ricochet happening is just going to end up inside of you anyway. This is a really poor example, this fucking drawing. I realize that now. It's hard to... Shit. I'm really trying to remember how it was, like, taught. I think it's more meant for, like, long corridors and everything. The situation is, like, really weird, but a lot of people swear by it, and I kind of got to give it to them because they do have that time in the field and everything and why it really mattered. It always seemed really stupid to me. Like, obviously, I don't do this shit for real. The way how I see it, someone's on the wall and I'm on the same wall using it as cover and I'm shooting down there and everything. All I need to do is pretty much put my gun flat up against that. Even at a Haji, if you're using a Haji mount, I mean, yeah, you're spraying down half of the fucking room that you're already on anyway. This half is fucking dead. If I'm fucking spraying this down, doing a Haji mount, like, only my gun is showing, my hands isn't really showing and everything. If I do that down this, half of this fucking corridor is gone. So it doesn't matter if you're 6 meters, if you're 6 inches off the fucking wall, you're still in the line of fire. Maybe that's enough to trigger your reaction to get the fuck out of the way and everything. But a Haji mount is like a really weird, awkward situation. It's one of those, you can't really prepare for it anyway. It's like, it's just the absolute worst null factor and everything. Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing when they're performing a Haji mount. You don't know what the fuck you're doing when you're performing a Haji mount as well. You're just doing the best that you can think of at that moment. You're going off of your last, like, known information that you received that you could rely on. Whether you peeked out, you seen them coming down the corridor and everything, and then you switch to the Haji mount and you're not looking at down the corridor, but you're spraying bullets down there, and they could have sidestepped and everything. You stop spraying bullets. Now you hear them still moving forward. Oh, so now I know he's on this side of the room. Bam, 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 bam. I'm fucking up this side of the room now. It's just like, either way, I don't know. The situation is just, it seems too weird and awkward to just define why you stay 6 inches off the wall. So I don't know, I would like this game to, like, recreate those kind of settings and see, just to better understand why.
Optimize the system to
If they got
outperform
that.
Unreal Engine's native projectile system, achieving significantly faster speeds even with hundreds of projectiles simultaneously in flight. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about some of our art asset updates.
Wait, I gotta go back. What are these measurements for? Unreal Engine 5 Bellum. Its target frame rate was 120.
Certainly not
That's a good
least,
target.
let's talk about some of our art asset updates. Over the past few months, our level design team has dramatically improved much of the foliage to help the terrain feel even more like Africa. This system now generates biomes realistically and mimics how real forests grow and form. This includes tree and grass updates, our initial work on rivers, and even some new building kits including our mud huts and our new commercial structures. On the weapons side, we've added some new small additions including our own lasers and sights, and have started work on our launcher systems and art. Moving forward in the next few weeks, you can expect another devlog as well as some big announcements as we pick up tempo leading into the summer. At this time, we'd love to answer any questions you guys might have regarding the project, and we'll be adding a Q&A segment in the next video. If you'd like to leave us a question, please head over to discord.gg/playbellum and make your way to the questions forum. But that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's update, and we look forward to sharing more with you all very soon.
I understand that there's going to be a lot of people like also going to come back to this part, and they're going to say, "Oh, what do you mean real world and everything? It's just like it's too defined and everything. What do you know about real world? You're making a video game. It's just you really got to look at who's developing this game. Kaotica, Operator Drewski, but they also have in contact with controlled pairs. Controlled pairs. I can't remember his background in the military or anything like that, but he's a very credible source. Like I quite like the amount of information that he's put out there and everything, and he's gone through the why and why not use specific tactics and everything. And it's all situational as well. Like it's not some very defined book. It's on the operator at the time. Pretty good source. And so, from what I heard from Operator Drewski, he said that he was pretty much the biggest contributor towards the game in regard. No, it was Control Pierce himself. He said that he was the biggest contributor to when it came to real life firearms for the game and everything. And so that's a big W. Like, yeah. I'm kind of curious now. Is this the same as this?
Hello everyone, and welcome to the second Bellum devlog, dialing in the details. Today,
Okay,
we'll be
yeah,
talking-
it is the exact same. Like I say, I am very interested in this game. Now this, yeah,
They can still be
I do know of
operated
this.
solo in a pinch, though with reduced speed and overall effectiveness. As developed
Performing this action, yes, it's good. However, I do remember seeing a few other times this specific like procedure got criticized as well, because when the firefight is so fucking heavy and everything, it's not like you're gonna perform the exact same motion every time. Sometimes you just really need to get bullets back down and everything, and so like people would forego the kind of like go-to and everything. So I think they need to like, let's say if it was a tap to reload and everything, then you perform the shortest measurement to try and reload. But let's say you get a jam or your weapon's starting to heat up, so you want to hold the reload and then go through the whole procedure and everything. Something like that makes sense, I believe. Like, and yeah. I do believe that machine gunners should be faster at performing the machine gun role than anyone who isn't a machine gunner, who just so happens to see a machine gun on the ground and everything and just picks it up and starts using it. Like, that makes sense. That really makes sense. But yeah, I think something like that also makes sense. The bare minimum versus dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Like, I think there's a way where you can do both. The smoke grenades. Yeah, I forgot about that. Where else was that?
and effects,
Around the end of it, right?
into the game, including the M18,
I need to look at combat footage again because I forget how quick these are. This is like quite quick as well. But I do like the timer that took, like, that timing seems right.
and a unique
I do like its dispersion as well. That's really good.
RGDM.
That almost looks like a 2D drawing that then like stutters a little bit, but it's semantics. It's like pretty good.
Beyond
I like its
refreshing and
spread.
adding grenade animations and effects, we've developed a custom fragmentation system from the
This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. I like this. Very transparent with the community as well. I like this. Is there anything else we need to check out? I don't think so. For the past couple of days, I've just been watching anime and everything. Damn, man, I've seen a lot of people. I haven't seen anyone's like gameplay and everything, which is why I really wanted to play the game. I was also thinking at first maybe I just play it in my own time, and then just like create a video about it and everything before bringing it to stream. Maybe, but I was like, I'll just do both of them at the same time. I'll just play the game and then I'll put the game down to like a video format from stream. So it's gonna be very half-assed. Not really. It's just like this is a game that I've been waiting for, and it's been in my like top 10 few times and everything. And yeah, it's just one of the games that I want to enjoy more rather than kind of take seriously for a stream. So really this is just for me. Anyway, let's get into it. No, this game requires a controller. Are you serious, dude? That's so sad. I don't know about that. This is a fucking isometric view. You want me to play it with a controller?
Averno City is losing the war on crime.
I did not realize this. Wait, so I can play this without? Needs a controller. Oh, so I can play without. I think it means. I don't know. We're gonna try. Okay, yeah, so there is the controller. Man, I really hope this is as good as what it's supposed to be.
Welcome to Averno City. It may look peaceful from here, but trust me, it's rotten to the bone. That's where we come in. Averno's finest. We swore an oath to protect this city, to look out for the citizens walking those streets below. There's bad guys, and there's good guys. And then there's us, all balancing on a knife edge, fighting each other just to survive. But it's a fight we're losing, and everybody knows it. We're understaffed, underpaid, and overworked. Worse than that, we got targets on our backs, and every low-life punk and thug thinks they can take aim. Heck, a few of us might even deserve those targets. Not all of Averno's finest are that fine. We got our fair share of rot, too. What good is an oath of honor if you got no honor to betray? But me, I believe in the badge. That chunk of metal means something. And hey, some days the good guys come out on top. But most days not so much. All the while, the fight rages on. The lucky ones get a flag and a plaque. The unlucky ones get a flag and a 21-gun salute. Why do we do it? Truth is, for some of us, it's all we know. But for others, it's in our blood.
Yep.
And they remain at large. Chandler, Sayers, you're covering downtown. Keep 'em peeled. These guys are no joke.
You got it, boss.
All right, I know you're dying to get out there.
Can't wait.
But before you all charge into the blue, I want to introduce you to our newest tender lamb fresh out of the academy.
Bah! Where's Bo Peep when you need her?
Yeah, I could tell you where she was last night.
This officer graduated from the academy at the top of his class.
Yeah, that and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee.
And Nick Cordell Jr.
What? No way.
will obviously have some big shoes to fill.
Jesus, what the...
Seriously?
They assigned him here?
Kowalski, if I may, I don't have to tell anyone in here about the late Chief Cordell, his stellar record, the respect you had for him, his untimely death. I especially don't have to tell Recruit Officer Cordell, who's lived with it every day of the last 5 years. But there is one thing I do want to remind you of. Every single one of you took an oath to protect this city, its residents, and your fellow brothers in blue. That's what matters. I don't care what your last name is, who your daddy was, or who you hang out with on your day off. Our worth comes from what we do, not who we know. I want you to welcome Officer Cordell, but I'm not asking you to take it easy on him.
On it.
Or hard on him. He's a cop, just like you, just like me. We're the ones out there making the hard choices. And those choices are what make us who we are. And Cordell, you're gonna have to learn the streets and the precinct the same way these mooks did. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Crystal, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Thank you, officers. Lodge Commander.
Appreciated, Chief. Sergeant Kelly,
Yeah, boss?
the rook's with you.
I pulled the last one.
Why do you think I'm giving you this one?
Because I did something in a past life?
You did something. I'll alert the media. All right, squad. Let's get out there and make Averno City proud.
Yes, ma'am.
Time to pound pavement.
Come on, Rook. Let's go for a drive.
Alright, one sec, I will be right back. Apologies. Okay, I'm back. And I got dim sum. Wait, I should probably get out of the game. Just like an 8. Trying to eat a bunch of these now. Actually, they're like perfectly cooled down. I'm gonna quickly munch all of them. Can't exactly tell what flavor it is. I think it's like veggie and prawn or shrimp. Man, I really hope this game is good. Okay. Wait, I want a drink. Alright.
Let's go clean up the streets. Welcome to the ACPD, kid. Time for our first mission, sustenance. But, you can drive. My hip's been acting up lately. Oh, and, don't worry about the fellas. They like to act tough, but that's just 'cause they don't have my natural good looks and winning personality. I bet you learn all kinds of fancy driving at the academy, but for now, let's just take it slow and steady. Don't want to scratch the paint job on your first day. Swing by the hot dog stand in Chinatown. There's a parking bay there. Good job, rookie. Time for some chow. Ah, tube steak. Breakfast of champions. How'd you take yours, kid?
The works.
A maximalist. I can respect that. What's the damage, Fareed?
Leo, my friend, for you, no charge.
Fareed, you old softy. You earn that tip every time, don't you? Ah, breathe it in, kid. Best part of the day. Besides, you can't patrol on an empty stomach. You know, your old man liked his dogs too. Ah, of course you do. We came up through the academy together. Took different paths when we got on the force, though. He wasn't gonna let anything get in his way. And me, well, let's just say, water finds its level, and my level is, easy mode.
Central to all units, bank robbery in progress. Mercer ACB Bank on Mercer Street, shots fired.
Ah, Christ on a crutch. Another beautiful moment ruined. Oh well, that's what they're paying us for, right? Central, this is Unit 84, responding code 3.
10-484, be advised, suspects are heavily armed. Approach with caution.
Okay, kid. You wanted the real deal? This is it.
This is just dumb. Left mouse button, shoot, right mouse button, aim, R, reload, C, center cover, enter cover.
Now remember, they get one warning. If they don't throw them down, we take them down. Get ready. Police! Freeze! Drop your weapons! Morons! Doesn't look like they're gonna give us a choice. What? Take him down! One less bad guy. Shots fired! Suspect is down. She's shooting! Suspect KIA.
In the ACTV Eye in the Sky, the #1 news chopper in Averno City. We're downtown where police are engaged in a fierce shootout following yet another bank robbery. It's not clear yet whether this is the notorious August gang or... hold on. There's movement at the back of the building. More criminals coming out. They're boarding a vehicle. It's a dark van and it's... oh my goodness! Keep it tuned to ACTV, folks. Looks like we're in for a police pursuit.
Oh shit.
Suspect vehicle was last seen on Fenwick Intersection 3.
Take the shot if you can.
Call for backup. V to request support.
Support is standing by.
Need backup at my location.
Understood.
Take her down!
We have units on standby if required.
He's crashed! They ditched the vehicle!
Dispatch to 84, message received.
Left control voice order.
Take it easy. Don't make it worse for yourself.
84 to Central. We got a 10:15. Pursuit has been terminated.
Copy that, 84. All units stand down. I repeat, stand down.
Whew! You did good, kid. Not everyone handles a pursuit like that on their first day.
Into the patrol vehicle. Wait, what? Get him back? I don't know, is that really what they did in this era? I thought this one was getting a lot of, like, props for being really realistic and everything. I thought we were gonna, like, lock down the rest of that scene at least. and then get approached by a few other people explaining our side of the story, his side of the story.
Just relax, will ya?
Oops. Oh. I thought the purple meant like that's where we take them and everything. Adrian Martin Rich Berry South assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated burglary, plus 3 less severe offense. Read rights here, signed F. We did not read our rights on this guy either.
Come on, Cordell. There's someone I want you to meet. Mean Gene? What's today's major malfunction?
Oh, the usual. Misfiled evidence, sloppy dockets, illegible handwriting, contaminated evidence. I'm surprised some of your friends here made it out of grade school.
Cordell, meet Eugene, our evidence guy.
Eugene Papadopoulos at your service. Did Kelly try the old, "you drive, my hip hurts" routine on you yet?
Hey!
Thought so. He doesn't tend to lift a finger unless there's a gun drawn or a chance he might get pizza. Anyway, my job's to know where everything is, which basically means tracking down whatever you humps misfile, mislabel, or otherwise misplace.
We do our best.
Oh, I'm well aware of this unit's, limitations. Anyway, when you collect any evidence, you come see me. I'll make sure it's safe.
You're a peach, Gene. Never change.
Wasn't planning on it.
All right, kid. You did good today. But that won't mean a fart in a windstorm tomorrow. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the morning. Unless I die in my sleep. God, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
And your shift at the desk. Really? My expectations for this game was a lot higher than what we've been getting out of the first mission and everything. I wanted more authenticity, but like, I don't know if it's the time that they base us on a certain...
Morning, Cordell. Tidy work yesterday. Keep that up and you'll be leaving Kelly in the dust before he even has time to retire.
Love you too, Kowalski.
I know we dropped you right into the thick of it on your first day, but fundamentals are important too.
What she means to say is that parking tickets are how the city pays the bills.
Come on, Kelly, you know that isn't true. This city hasn't paid its bills in years. Regardless, today is going to be about old-fashioned police work. You're going to walk a beat and maybe straighten out a little bit of this bent old city.
So are they going to give
Check
me a
your
ticket?
handbook for the violations to look out for.
Discarding trash on the ground. Okay, no force required. Resolve the issue by a fine. Check their ID, search offender. Approach the littering offender. If the offender acts suspiciously, check ID. If the offender acts suspiciously, perform search. issue fine. Only if they act suspiciously or, yeah, pretty much. Check ID and perform search. Graffiti vandalism. Approach the graffiti offender. If the offender acts suspiciously, check, yeah, issue fine. Okay, so I can issue a fine. Don't I have to see their ID though? Like to issue the fucking fine? This writing seems weird. If the offender acts suspiciously. So what, if they're not acting suspiciously, like fucking graffitiing? I don't get it. It's weird the way how it's written. Order suspects to surrender, restrain all suspects, exchange of narcotics for money. Alright. Order suspects to surrender, restrain all suspects, if necessary, forcefully restrain suspect, perform search on both suspects, arrest suspects, escort suspects, call escort unit. Okay, so we have escort units. Nice. What's this one for? Forced entry of B&E. Oh, this is a long book. Aggravated burglary. We're just gonna act
Time to hit
upon the
the
knowledge
streets.
that I know the majority. I don't actually know the majority. Get me out. Obstructing a fire hydrant opposes the flow of traffic. Too close to a crossing on the sidewalk in a parking zone. I wish it.
Let's go find some parking violations. There are 6 different parking violations to look for. Blocking a hydrant, parking in the opposite direction of traffic, too close to a crossing or on the sidewalk. Oh, and of course, parking in the no parking zone. Oh, and don't forget expired parking meters. Be sure a vehicle is parked illegally before issuing a ticket. You can't take it back. Ah, here's one. Can you see what parking violation this bozo is committing?
Fire hydrant. How do I issue the fucking vehicle there? I guess I'm supposed to talk to this idiot. It's like I can see the fucking fire hydrant right there. There we go.
Good job. The handbook shows all the violation types. Come on, let's check some parking meters. People are allowed to use parking bays until the meter expires. When you inspect the meter, 0 minutes remaining means it has expired. It's worth checking the meters at bays that are in use. There's a lot of people who don't like to pay their dues these days.
Oh, okay, it shows the thing. Expired.
Is it expired? Give him a ticket. Hey, you're getting the hang of this ticketing. You'll come across different crimes as you walk your beat. You could be issuing parking tickets 1 minute and chasing an armed thug the next. My advice, prepared for anything. Will you look at this? Write 'em up.
on the sidewalk.
You're a natural. Let's carry on. Got eyes on a vandal. Go handle it, kid. Issue the fine and let's get out of here.
Appears annoyed.
Control, check this one for priors.
Received. Checking now. All clear on that search. No criminal history.
Excellent. That handbook will help you stick to the rules. Graffiti is a type of vandalism, and only warrants a fine. Picasso there surrendered as soon as he saw us, so we didn't need to arrest him. That said, some criminals like to try their luck. They might throw a few punches, or they might take off. Both of those are arrestable offenses. Even if the initial crime only warrants a fine, once a perp commits an arrestable crime, you gotta make the arrest. There's one. You know what to do.
Press 3 to select button.
Whoa! Got a wild one here. Try to restrain him. Hey, take it easy. Assaulting a cop? That's a serious offense.
Central, requesting a 1029 on the subject.
Affirmative, stand by. Nothing flagged in the system. They're clear.
Call an escort unit to take our suspect to the precinct. Don't worry, you'll still get all the credit for the arrest. Let's walk back to the station, but keep our eyes peeled. We have a graffiti vandalism down here.
Copy that.
Get after him!
Wait, what? Right, they just hit me with something else while I wasn't looking. How do I jump over the fucking fence? Shit.
Hey, you! Control, check this one for priors.
Checking database for records. All clear on that search. No criminal history.
You need to arrest that scumbag for evading. Might as well escort this brain box ourselves. Quit struggling.
I don't even know what you got a call for. The game was too fast at doing things. take this guy straight to the cell? I mean, don't they do the fingerprinting and everything over there as well?
Nice work, Rook. Some might chalk it up to natural talent, but instinct tells me your success today was due to strong mentorship from a true paragon of police work, a guardian of peace, and a shining pillar of hope in a city sorely in need. Right now, though, this pillar of hope needs a stiff drink. Anything you want to go over before we punch out?
How long have you been a police officer?
Coming up on 25 years. Did my time as a sharpshooter in Korea, then signed up for the ACPD a couple of years later. Same time as your pops. You could tell right away he was bound for big things. Me, though, I keep it simple. Never been any good at playing politics. I just say what's in my head, and that doesn't tend to do me any favors.
What's the story with the August gang?
They've been around for about 20 years. Started out pushing drugs, but once they got established, they moved into all kinds of stuff. Guns, gambling, counterfeiting, extortion. There's rumors they even got a white-collar arm now. Hell, they hit a goddamn bank yesterday. You know what's even crazier than those clown masks they wear? No one knows who really runs the show. Their big boss? He's a big question mark.
You're retiring soon, huh?
Not soon enough. The minute my ticket's punched, I'm out of here. Looking forward to some peace and quiet. No more running after perps or changing diapers on rookies straight out of the academy. No offense. Yeah, just a nice glass of scotch after dinner. Take my daughter to the Grand Canyon. My wife, too, if she'll let me.
I'll let you head home.
Okay by me. Listen, kid. You're just starting out, and I ain't got long left on the job, so I'm gonna be straight with you. This is a tough shop in a tough town. I seen a lot of kids come out of the academy all fired up about truth and justice and the American way, only to end up either on the take or in a casket. My advice? Keep your head down. Stick to your beat, don't piss off the chief, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get to retirement in one piece like me. You got that?
Aren't we supposed to be fighting for justice?
Look around you, kid. That fight's been over for years. If you think the ACPD runs this town, you're kidding yourself. If you're waiting for the other humps here at the precinct to step up, I hope you got some time on your hands. Ever since the gangs got to your old man, all the badges have been running scared. Stands to reason, if they could hit him, they could sure as hell hit any one of us. And that chased the fight right out of them. Me? I never had too much fight in me to begin with. Anyway, sorry, I probably shouldn't have said any of that. Oh well, what do you want from Motormouth Kelly? I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Get home safe.
I don't really know about this game.
Hey, Rook. Chief wants to see you in his office.
Okay.
In any case, we're going to need to keep this quiet, even here in the shop. This is not for general consumption.
Got it.
Ah, Cordell, come in. I want you to meet Detectives Lee and Ferreira, our top investigators working the organized crime beat.
Heard about your baptism by fire at the bank the other day.
Yeah, log 200 more like that, and you'll be a real Averno cop.
I don't know, look at him. I think he's got it in his bones. It's good to meet you, Cordell. Your pop was one of my heroes.
That'll be all, gentlemen. So, Cordell, It seems your work at the bank the other day turned up a promising lead. We discovered a print on a dropped weapon. It matched someone who wasn't even at the scene. A Mr. Michael Mackenzie, rich guy, lives in a mansion on the north side. Tactical paid him a visit a few minutes ago, but it seems he was tipped off. Soon as they breached, he sped off out the back. We're scrambling an aerial unit to track the vehicle now.
Excuse me, sir. Bird is fueled, ready for wheels up in 2.
Martinez, this is Officer Cordell. He'll be with you on this operation.
A rookie, sir? Is this the right time for...
It's the right time for you to obey orders, Flight Officer.
Yes, sir. See you up top, Cordell. We gotta move.
I authorized you on this mission because I was impressed by your performance at the bank, Cordell. Don't make me regret this decision. Now get up there.
Okay.
Let's go, Brooke. We don't got all day.
Alright. I don't know what the fuck this is. This fucking Hollywood experience again. I should have expected that of a video game, man. I wanted more authentic, like, thing.
Suspect vehicle was last seen on...
My arm's flying, the fucking bitch? What the hell?
Fenwick intersection 6. Suspect vehicle last spotted on Fenwick intersection 7. Suspect vehicle identified on Portalo Hill. Suspect vehicle last spotted on Fenwick intersection 2. Suspect vehicle identified on Fenwick intersection 4. There he is. Whoa, he is moving.
Hawk 12, maintain position behind target vehicle.
You know how to work a spotlight? Keep it glued to the perp and call in backup as you need it. Suspect vehicle was last seen in... Richbury South.
84 Adams, requesting backup.
Copy. Call in ground support to catch these guys. Suspect vehicle identified in Chinatown. Call in ground support. Suspect vehicle last spotted in Bakersfield. Suspect vehicle identified in Linden West. Suspect vehicle last spotted in Linden West. Focus the light on the suspect before we lose them. Hawk 12 to Central, aerial pursuit has been terminated.
Hawk 12, you are cleared to return to command.
Gosh.
Excellent police work, Cordell. Let's hope it gives us something solid to go on before the August gang strikes again.
Kelly, Cordell, a word.
What's shaking, Kowalski?
Why don't you take Cordell out and show him how we handle reckless driving in this town?
By promoting the cops that do it most?
I'm not kidding around, Kelly. We need collars. The mayor's been making noise about quality of life crimes. It's in our interest to show him some numbers on that.
Let me guess. Election year.
Oh, so you wait till you retire to start paying attention to how this city works?
It's amazing what almost being a civilian will do. Come on, Rook. Let's go make the streets safe for some local politicians' careers. You take the wheel, kid. You're only gonna learn this kind of thing by doing it yourself. On vehicle patrols, you want to keep an eye out for speeders and erratic drivers. Drive slow, eyes open. If we see someone breaking the law, I'll guide you. Get behind a vehicle to check their speed. You won't always be able to tell if a car is speeding, which is why we check their speed. If you're struggling to find speeders, the highways are a good bet. '84, Adam. Show us handling. Check their ID, then issue the fine. In that order.
Dispatch, I need a warrants check on an ID.
Affirmative, stand by.
Speeding like that deserves a fine.
84, no infractions on record.
Right call. Get behind a vehicle to check their speed. If you're struggling to find speeders, the highways are a good bet. Get behind a vehicle to check their speed. Same routine as before. Get on their tail and put the siren. Okay, go check their ID, but don't issue a fine just yet.
Central, requesting a 1029 on the subject.
Checking database for records.
I smell booze. Ask them to exit the vehicle and then perform a breath test. Now ask them to blow into the breathalyzer. You just got your first DUI, partner. Go ahead and make the arrest. Radio for an escort unit.
You have the right to remain silent.
If you're struggling to find speeders, the highways are a good bet. Speeders are out in force today. All you, kid. Don't let him get away!
Get closer!
Suspect vehicle identified in Richbury Park.
Holy shit, the driving, man.
You're too far away!
Damn.
Suspect vehicle was last seen in Richbury South.
We got a vehicle fire here.
Before Adam, we have backup in your vicinity. What do you need?
You're out of options, dirtwad.
How do you tackle him?
Arrest him!
We have tasers? Do we have tasers? Did not realize this.
Dispatch, I need an ID check.
Affirmative, stand by. Nothing flagged in the system. They're clear.
Okay, they're sober. Can't outrun the law. What say we run this one downtown ourselves?
So far it's alright as a game, but it is not what I was kind of wanting. I was expecting something more. This game got a lot of praise and everything, and so I was finally thinking, oh, we finally have a cop simulator and everything. It's got the action and everything, it's got the... Voice acting is alright, voice acting doesn't need to be all that good and everything. Wish it was better though.
What are you waiting for? Get him out of the car and into the station. Just relax, will ya?
Like a backpack. There's a woman sleeping on a bench outside. Didn't I read this motherfucker's rights?
Kelly, Cordell, Chief wants to see you. He's gonna be at Kavanaugh's. I think that's a bar over at the plaza.
Oh, come on, we're about to clock out.
Yeah, I don't write the messages. I just read them.
Come on, kid. Guess I'd rather torpedo my evening than torpedo my pension.
Our car is so fucked. Oh, no, wait, it's not. My hand's going numb.
Thanks for joining us. Now that we're all here, I want to introduce you to Antonio. He's got inside information about the August gang, and he's willing to share.
Just out of the goodness of his own heart, huh?
Let's just say the department has a certain amount of leverage here. Antonio is opting to act in his own self-interest.
Jail doesn't suit my delicate constitution. I have a feeling you'd do the same in my shoes.
That's why you won't find me in your shoes.
Gentlemen, let's stow the chatter and get to work. Antonio says he can give us the leader of the August gang.
Mr. Nobody.
The question mark.
Oh, he's got a name. Matthew Costa.
Oh, yeah? And where do we find this Mr. Costa?
He's holed up in the steel mill. That's been the August gang's main base for the past 2 months.
I've mobilized a SWAT unit for tonight. We don't want to risk them moving again, and I'm worried we have some loose lips in the precinct.
No time like the present.
Hell yeah.
Cordell and Kelly, I want you there with Ferreira and Lee as part of the backup squad. Let's suit up and load out. Antonio, we appreciate you risking your skin to give us this intel.
Oh, anything for our boys in blue.
Yeah, whatever you say. Rara, you ready?
You bet your ass.
Let me get strapped.
Ground team, on me. We'll hold this position by the door and watch for runners. These goons aren't expecting us, so we should catch them off guard. Breach team, begin your approach. Remember, Costa is your primary target. We want him alive. According to our source, he's in a red jacket. On my mark, 3, 2, 1, mark!
Police, freeze! My squad is outnumbered. I need reinforcements now!
Ground team, get in there!
That's us, QRF. Whoa, hold up. Oh, okay. And now we just saw a little bit of the end game at least.
Got a positive ID on the leader, sir. He's in a red jacket. That's your guy. Sir, we need him alive. He's running.
Take him down!
One less bad guy.
Shots fired! Take him down!
Target is down.
Shots fired! He's shooting!
One less bad guy.
Shots fired! He's shooting!
Suspect KIA.
Shots fired!
Suspect down.
He's shooting!
Shots fired!
Hey, take it easy. You have the right to remain silent. Don't make it worse for yourself. Central, requesting a 1029 on the subject.
Received. Checking now. 84, no infractions on record.
He's running!
I pick up his gun on the ground? Fine.
You have the right to remain silent. Hey, you! Dispatch, I need a warrants check on an ID.
Checking database for records. Search returned with an active warrant.
Quit struggling. You had a good long while to make trouble out here. Now you're gonna be with us for a good while longer.
You got the wrong guy.
Tell it to the judge, numbnuts. They belong behind bars. You got this, kid?
Oh, shit.
Just relax, will ya?
All right, officers. Organized crime has finished their initial sweep of the steel mill. They have confirmed it was the August Gang's primary base of operations. The DA is satisfied that we have enough evidence to prosecute Matthew Costa as the leader of the organization.
That mean we finally get a little peace and quiet around here?
You know how this works, Sergeant. We take down one scumbag, the rest scramble to fill the void. My gut says the other gangs will be out in force in the coming days, trying to become the new kings of the hill. Our job is to stop them. But that's for tomorrow. Tonight, we sleep the sleep of the just. Good work, all of you. Dismissed. Except you, Cordell. My office. Your father would have been proud of what you did today, Cordell. I know he inspired you to enlist in the ACPD. And if that motivates you to be a good cop, I'm all for it.
Thank you, sir.
I've been meaning to clear the air about something else as well. You might have heard things, but I want you to get it straight from me. The department did everything we could to track down your father's killer. I headed the investigation myself, but on a case this big, in a town this dirty, no one wants to step forward for fear of catching a bullet of their own. Was it random, intentional? Someone sick in the head. We just don't know. But those are the risks we sign up for every day we put on this uniform. Trying to figure it all out will just drive you crazy. Like I said, your father would have been proud to see you in that uniform. And he would have wanted you to focus on keeping the city safe. Speaking of which, I want you to start working with Detectives Ferreira and Lee on your next shift. They're going to have their hands full with the garbage that will show up and try to fill the August Gang's shoes. And I have a feeling they'll be keeping you more than busy. Dismiss, Cordell.
What is this? This like a massive loading screen or something?
I wish I could say otherwise, but it's a royal mess out there today. Chandler, Sayers, take Brookhaven.
You got it, boss.
Christie, Selby, make sure things stay on the rails in the east.
On it.
Cordell, Kelly, Chief wants you to have a chat with Detectives Lee and Ferrara before you set out on patrol.
Will do, Kowalski. What do you know, kid? They got you talking to the detectives already. You must be doing something right.
Hey, Cordell, Kelly, it's good to see you. We're going to be ramping up our gang enforcement in the coming days based on some strong leads we've been getting, and we wanted to loop you in.
The two main gangs in our sights are the Jawheads, my little problem, and Crimson Serpent. Those dopes are being handled by Detective Lee.
While you're out on the beat, we want you to keep your eye out for gang members committing crimes. Once you've resolved the immediate situation, be on the alert for any additional evidence they might have dropped.
If you're able to arrest a gang member, you can also find additional clues by searching them. To take these gangs down, we're going to need enough evidence to make the charges stick.
For now, you can leave the paperwork to us. When you find something, take it to Eugene up in the evidence room. He'll link it to our active cases and keep us posted. Once we get enough evidence, we can try to take down the leaders.
The chief says he wants you in the ocean, but not so deep it's over your head. These might be the biggest operations the precinct runs, but we still need worker bees to take care of the nitty-gritty. That's where you come in. You're on what we like to call run around and deal with crap we don't want to duty. Like talking to that scumbag Antonio.
Antonio says he'll pass us info at particular times and places. You'll go pick it up for us. Sometimes it'll be at Kavanaugh's. If he can't make it there, he'll call a prearranged payphone. He says it's the only way he can stay safe. What a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but thankfully for us, he's your pain in the ass. You want to wear the blues? You gotta pay your dues.
We all did it coming up.
Damn right. Oh, while you're up, go ahead and take this to Eugene in the evidence room. He'll talk you through his organization system.
This makes no sense. Because, like, if the guy's a CI, we're dressed as cop. You want us talking to a CI. Dude, I'm not getting this game. The immersion, it's not here. The action's here. The action's decent. The action is decent. But...
Hey, Cordell. Thanks for bringing this in. I guess now's a good time to talk you through how I keep track of the evidence. Take a look. Averno's gangs all have a hierarchy. We don't want to go after the big boss before we can make the charges stick. To do that, we need evidence. As you gather materials from crime scenes, I'll track the evidence against the gangster's photo. When the detectives think we have enough to make a case, they'll put together an operation to bring them in. We work our way up the chain. We get the low-level guys, and they lead us to the captain. We get the captain, and they lead us to the underboss. Eventually, we'll have enough of a foundation to target the gang's boss, arrest them, and shut down the gang for good. That Crimson Serpent evidence you just gave me is now logged in the right spot. Bring me more, and we'll start filling out the picture. Not all of the evidence you gather will be related to the gangs, but anything that connects to an active gangster will end up in here, logged against the appropriate person. Good luck out there.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it for this game. like I say, the action is here, the immersion is, it's not protocols. What protocols? Fucking everything's locked behind like systems as well as like, which understandable. Yeah, stuff should be locked behind stuff and everything. That was too smooth and kind of. It's a little bit sad because my only description is it's a little cheap, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just. It's more on the story side, and the story side was not where I wanted to go with this game. I remember hearing a lot of people say that this was like, oh, the immersion factor is all here for this game, and like there's a lot of inconsistencies made purely. It's the start of the game. It's a pretty good start to the game. I don't know. It's just it wasn't what I was looking for, which is sad. Goddamn. So where are the other games that I downloaded? There. Man, if the immersion factor was really there, it would be good. I really wanted the roll up to the bank scene, lock it off, and then what's it called? Like I can understand having to get into cars and everything and speed off, chase people and everything. That's understandable. It's all in the moment and everything. But then you get to the end of the moment, and what it is you put the guy in the back of your cop car and you take him in. Like, I don't know. And also the because like I made a lot of mistakes myself. Like I drove through the side of a fucking civilian building and everything, right? And like nothing, no demerits or anything like that. There is a system. I don't know what it's called. But like it is something like that, a demerit system or whatever the fuck. Points that get you like, it's like bad boy points. You don't want no bad boy points as a cop and everything. Yeah, because when that shit starts to add up, you're under a fucking magnifying glass and everything, and like reassessment and all that kind of shit. Yeah, but like this game has none of that at the beginning, and I don't think it'll have it. To be honest, it is meant to be fun. Like I get that feel that they're trying to do it that way. It's meant to be fun. It makes sense. They've sacrificed a lot of immersion for that fun though, and I'm into this shit for the immersion first, almost every time. So yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna flick this off. It's a good game and everything. Story based, however, a lot more heavily story based than what I thought it was gonna be. I'm trying to remember the way how other people described it towards me, which is what made it be one of my top 10 kind of games for the wish list and everything. Because like it was Maybe it wasn't in top 10, but it was definitely up there. I think Freedom Wars we have to remove as well now. I've seen footage of the remastered, quote-unquote, version of this game, and I completely understand why it has mixed reviews now. The audio files were not properly put in the game. Some audio files are significantly of worse quality than what they are in the Vita, the PS Vita system. Because, yeah, that's really sad. Another game gone. Shit, man. It's actually really sad now. What even is there? This would be a shout, but I don't trust this game on my PC. So if I can get a better system. I wonder, can you play this game on PS4?
You should never have come. You're only going to make things.
I want to see right now. Damn, no PS4. Ouch, man, because this game, I've been watching just the start, a little bit of Act 1, but not all of Act 1 of this thing, and it's, fuck, man, it's another game that is right up my alley, just like Metaphor, pretty much. Like, in those ways, I like story. I like story when it comes to fantasy and everything. Like, fantasy stories is fucking awesome. But if we're talking about cops or military or anything like that, I am looking for immersion up front. A certain level of immersion as well. I need to know this. Because honestly, BP kind of slaps, and I didn't think that they would slap. BP pies and everything is pretty fucking awesome. Damn, man, this is sad. I feel like I just lost one of like the games that I was like really looking forward to. I'd be into this game. Does this come with bots? I don't think it does. This is no single player. This is single player, but it's online PvP as well. I don't think this comes with any bots or anything. I'd be kind of curious to see what kind of system this plays on. This is still highly sought after for me. Specifically for one reason. System seen through walls, I want that, but like I want a team that everyone uses that, and maybe a slow motion If you can have two abilities, those are the two abilities that I would want. Two teams. One team, see through walls. Two team can slow down time. And it would be like, I wonder how big the teams go. Like, because if we could have a team of 8, then I would do 4 people, 4 and 4 then. So 2 teams, 4 people who can use see-through walls, 4 people who can use slow time. Now, the people in front are not the people who slow down time. It will always be the second or third man. And the person in front just focuses on shooting. That is for the slow time. That'll kind of be the same gameplay for the see-through walls as well, but like that's probably like a lot more high command stuff, see-through walls. And then the people in front are the people who slow down time and everything. But it depends. You want fast on fast, you want some special ability and everything. That'd be interesting. The art style is fucking crazy good. That telekinetic. Really interesting. I don't know. It'll be a while before a game interests me like this. Shooters, I'm looking for immersion. Story games, I'm just genuinely looking for stories. Then fantasy stories more. I like futuristic fantasy stories. If not, something in the realm of like dark stories. Then what is Power World like on the system and everything? Okay, 1050. Oh, 16 gigabyte RAM though. I have 16 gigabyte RAM, but my RAM also gets used by a majority of other apps and everything. Man, I gotta get me some VR. Shit just got a hell of a lot more expensive there as well. This one's very early still. I don't know. Maybe we give that one a try though. Just checking to see if anything else is kind of worthy. Status 1's a little worthy. A little bit. Harder to play though. Where is Baldur's Gate 3? How much does that cost? Some always around the top here. Wait, where is it? How is it lower than these? It can't be. This is Larian Studio as well, isn't it? Damn, still $100? My system even run it? Yes. Oh, that's good. You know, I think I'll just call that it for this stream. Probably gonna watch some anime. I was low-key ready to do like a fucking marathon. If this was immersive. If it was immersive. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna call that it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.